In Turkey with Mike Lucan from Lucan's Poultry and Seafood at Findlay Market. Now, Mike recommends making your Thanksgiving bird the night before.
Now, when I do a turkey, you never stuff it with dressing. I always stuff it with vegetables. Take your vegetables, that's onions, carrots, and celery. Put a little bit on the bottom of your pan. And the reason you do this is if you look at making stock or gravy, and you mix things and you boil things off with bones, that's what you use right there is carrots, onion, and celery. I take the turkey, flip it up. And the other thing is if you put a little bit inside, the vegetables gives it a nice little flavor. It makes it for a richer stock for your broth, for your gravy. And then actually the vegetables will put out moisture. And you don't have to worry about keeping the inside of the vegetables up to temperature or the turkey up to temperature because you're not going to eat them. And if you stuff it with bread stuffing and you want to eat it, you got to get that inside of the turkey up to 155 degrees, and it's much harder to do. Then you just basically take your turkey, put it in the pan, and then all you do, you can get as fancy as you want, but I'm telling you, all you need is salt and pepper. This is about an 18-pound turkey. An 18-pound turkey will take about 4 to 5 hours to cook. So plan ahead. The most important part about cooking a turkey isn't so much that, it's when you get it done, before you carve it, you want to make sure it rests. It sits out for at least an hour and a half. It'll build up internal temperature. You want to get the temperature up to about 155 degrees. That'll get it up to about 165. I always cook my turkey a day in advance. I'll cook my turkey on Wednesday, come home Wednesday night, put it in the oven, put it in the refrigerator, cool it off, and then that way all your stress and worrying about it getting done and cooling off and being served on time is eliminated. Then all you have to do the next day is basically what we're going to do right now. We're going to walk over. This is the turkey I cooked the night before. Take your turkey, it's set down, you pull it out. One other nice thing, when you go to make the gravy, after it's sat in the refrigerator all night long, you can just peel the fat off the top instead of putting it out. And that's the part right there that makes your gravy. And you can just scoop that fat right off the top. Comes right off. Take it off the bone. If you want to invest in your turkey, I think the best thing you can invest in is a good meat thermometer. You want to make sure your turkey's at least up to 155 degrees, and you take it through the internal temperature and put the temperature right through the center of the breast. And then that way, your turkey's all carved. It's ready to eat. You can pop it back in the oven for a little bit. But like I said, when I feed my family, when we eat on Thanksgiving this year, and like I say, this year instead of having a group of 25 people, we're gonna have a group of 4. You can put that back in the oven. When you make your gravy, you can put your gravy on top of it. You can serve it on the side. And most of the flavor itself comes from the gravy itself, from the drippings, from what you make with the bottom. And that's the best part. But I would cook my turkey a day in advance, bring it up to temperature, salt and pepper, little vegetables. It's not a hard thing to do. And once you do it a couple times, it gets very, very easy. I think that's Turkey 101. You can get as fancy as you want, but basically, that's all you need.